this video, I will be discussing the impressionistic work of the French painter Marie Bracquemond. Bracquemond has been said to be one of the three great ladies of the impressionistic art movement. Little was known about her until her son Pierre published a biography and discussed his artist parents. Bracquemond was born in France and faced many difficulties from a young age. Her father was a sea captain and died when she was young. Her mother then remarried, causing her to spend her time in both France and Switzerland. Her first attempt at painting was a birthday present to her mother. She would go on to ask for lessons but received no formal artistic training. Bracquemond began her career in art as an academic painter who painted in a very realistic style. However, she quickly found other influences. Her style of painting was greatly influenced by Monet and Renoir. After 1880, she began to paint mainly in the impressionistic style. Impressionism is defined as a style of painting that has thin and short but visible brushstrokes. Impressionism puts emphasis on the portrayal of light and color in paintings and how it can shade and highlight. It also stresses capturing the feeling of the moment rather than an accurate depiction of the subject matter. Bracquemond highly utilized the impressionistic characteristics in her paintings. In her work entitled The Three Graces, Bracquemond portrays three women under umbrellas outside chatting. They are captured in the moment. The use of light in this painting is considered to be very clever. You can clearly see the light shining through the gaps between the women and behind their umbrellas. This shows they're hiding from the sun and also creates a feeling of women gossiping and trying to hide. The short but visible strokes are also used in this painting. The strokes are so short that it could almost be mistaken for pointillism. In another painting by Bracquemond entitled Afternoon Tea, Bracquemond captured her sister Louise in the moment reading and eating outside in the daytime. She once again incorporates loose and short strokes into a very bright color palette. This painting is considered her departure of her realistic and academic approach and the beginning of her famous impressionistic style she would revolutionize. Bracquemond considered Impressionism a form of freedom to her. She quoted it saying, "It was like a window opened." Bracquemond's most common setting in her paintings was her own garden, where she would capture the light and bright colors in true impressionistic style. Such as in her work entitled Pierre and His Aunt Louise in the Garden. This painting captured the bright palette of the outdoors. Bracquemond painting outside is also a parallel of how she viewed Impressionism. To Marie Bracquemond, Impressionism was her freedom. She was quoted calling Impressionism like a window to be opened. A lot of people ask the question, if Marie Bracquemond is one of the greatest female impressionists, then why is so little known about her or her career? Unfortunately, her husband Felix Bracquemond, who was also an artist, had a huge role in hurting her career overall. In 1867, Marie was commissioned by the state to copy pictures of the Louvre, where she then met Felix and the two later married that year. As Marie's journey in art progressed, she quickly found that she loved the impressionistic style. However, Felix openly despised it. His disapproval of her work often confined her to her studio and kept her from sharing her art. In their son Pierre's biography, he talked about how Felix was also jealous of Marie's work. In Felix's eyes, Marie's work had a level of grace and elegance he couldn't achieve, which caused him to lash out at Marie and call her goals and passions a vanity. Because of her husband's continuous disapproval, Marie eventually gave up painting around 1890, only producing few works from then until her death. Although her potential career was blocked by her husband, Marie Bracquemond still produced an amazing body of work between 1870 and 1890, all beautiful and unique impressionistic pieces that should not be erased any longer, and will continue to be considered the best work among female impressionists.